Hey everybody, it's Ms. Rebecca here today. I hope that you've had a terrific Tuesday. I hope that maybe you've gotten outside and gotten to play a little bit today. I talked to you guys a little bit yesterday and we read the story. So I'm here today with another story to read. We are going to talk about our feelings. And I know that sounds kind of like, ugh, feelings. But I wonder if any of you have ever asked yourself, what are feelings? Like, what are they? Are they good? Are they bad? I usually get in trouble when I'm angry. Is it bad to feel angry? Is it good to feel happy? And so we're going to talk about that a little bit today in the story that I've chosen to read. I'll go ahead and apologize. I can't show pictures because this is a digital copy of a book that I've gotten permission from an author named Steve Herman to read. He has some really fantastic books. He has his dragon books. It's about a boy named Drew and his pet dragon, Diggery-Doo, and I really enjoy reading those. This one, though, is about a little girl named Allie McNally, and she has a unicorn named Dazzle Dee. And so the name of the book is Learning About Feelings with a Unicorn. And it's really a nice story about understanding what feelings are, understanding that feelings are okay. They're not really good or bad. They're just a part of you. And they're kind of what make you unique. They're what make you special, just like the color of your eyes or the freckles on your nose. So we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to understand a little bit about what causes us to feel different feelings. We'll understand a little bit more about how we can connect with those feelings and know how to channel them into appropriate reactions, maybe, so that we can understand when we're angry. It's not always okay to fight, like we talked about yesterday. It's okay to get angry, but you can't just start fighting people or yelling at people. So we'll go ahead and get into it, and I hope you guys like it. Hi, I'm Allie McNally, and this is Dazzle Dee. Dazzle is a unicorn, as I'm sure that you can see. The D stands for delight, for she brings me so much cheer. We have a story to tell you. Would you like to hear? It was on a Saturday about a month ago, and time for soccer practice, but I didn't want to go. "What's the matter?" Dazzle asked me. "Why are you so down? Your happy smile has disappeared, and now you wear a frown." Dazzle Dee reminded me that I loved to go to practice. That is when I told her, "Well, Dazzle Dee, the fact is, today I don't feel happy, though I know I should be glad." "Oh, Dazzle Dee, what's wrong with me? Why must I feel so bad?" Dazzle smiled and nuzzled me, and just like I knew she would, then told me, "Allie, feelings are neither bad or good. Feelings are a part of you, like your fingers and your toes, or the hair upon your head and the freckles on your nose. Sometimes you feel happy, like when Mom says it's okay for us to stay up later for some extra time to play. You may feel disappointed and bitterly complain when you must leave the park because it starts to rain. And Allie, if you think real hard, I'm sure you can recall how sad you felt that time when you had lost your doll. Your heart was filled with worry, and you looked, and then you finally felt relieved when you found your doll again. Remember how surprised you were when Grandma came to visit, and she handed you a present, and you loudly squealed, "What is it? I'd never seen you so excited. You should have seen your face. You were jumping up and down and danced about the place." One time you were very scared. When it began to thunder, you pulled a quilt from Mom's bed and hid yourself down under. Your little brother laughed at you, and that made you feel sore. Since you were angry, you yelled at him. Don't do that anymore. That time when we went fishing and you had to bait your hook, the box of worms disgusted you. You didn't want to look. Then everybody caught a fish. Everyone but you. And that made you feel jealous. 'Cause you didn't catch one too. One time I remember, Allie, you felt so frustrated. When you wanted to go skating, and you waited and you waited, you thought the time would never come when you could finally go. It's hard to feel much patience when the clock just moves so slow. Do you recall the spelling bee when you were spelling shy, but you competed anyway and gave it your best try? And when you won the spelling bee, remember feeling proud when you got the trophy and you heard the cheering crowd? Once you were feeling lonely, but that came to an end when you met a girl at school and made a brand new friend. And that made you feel thankful. For a friend is like a gift. And that's there when you were feeling low to give your heart a lift. So many feelings that we feel each day and every day, they come and stay a little while and then they go away. When one feeling goes away, another comes along. It's really quite normal. Don't worry, nothing's wrong. Feelings are a part of life, that is just a fact. And though we may not choose them, we can choose the way we act. For instance, when you're feeling sad, it's okay to cry. But know that joy will come again. On that you can rely. And when you're feeling angry, be sure and don't forget not to let your anger make you do things that you regret. Don't say hurtful things or throw a hissy fit. Just breathe deep and count to 10. You'll be fine in just a bit. Or when you're feeling worried, remember what I said. Let thoughts of peace and beauty fill your head instead. Or when you feel impatient, just remember to think of all the times that someone had to wait on you. But if you're feeling overwhelmed and aren't quite sure what to do, your friends and family love you. And we're always here for you. Remember, Allie, anytime you can come to us. There's no feeling you might have that we cannot discuss. So now I'm feeling grateful for my buddy Dazzle D, who taught me about feelings. And now I clearly see that feelings are a part of life. We have them every day. And no matter what I'm feeling, it's going to be okay. All right, and that's the end. And like I said, there are a lot of these books by Steve Herman. He has Allie and her unicorn Dazzle D, and then there's Drew and his dragon Diggory Doo. They're fun books. They tell us a lot about different emotions and how to deal with certain things, like how to deal with consequences and how we shouldn't overreact to small problems. We've talked about that too. But they have really wonderful illustrations in them. So I hope that you guys get a chance. And right now he actually has a couple of books that you can check out. This one was actually a free download through the Amazon Kindle. So that could be a resource where you guys, if you want to see some of the pictures and see a little more of Allie McNally and her unicorn Dazzle D, you guys maybe if your mom or dad lets you, you can go check those out. But let's talk a little bit about those emotions. They named a lot of emotions. And sometimes we can feel more than one emotion at a time. Sometimes we can be confused. Sometimes we can feel happy. We can feel sad. They talked about being shy during the spelling bee and then feeling proud. Even though she was shy, she overcame that shyness and she felt proud that she actually competed in the talent show. So you can feel disgust, where that's like, ew. There are lots and lots and lots of different feelings that your body is capable of feeling. And those feelings, they're not good, they're not bad. If you're sad, it's okay to cry. If you're angry, it's okay to be angry too, but we just have to remember how to channel that anger and make sure that we're not lashing out at others, that we're not fighting or hitting or yelling. So there are lots of different emotions. You might feel jealousy, you might feel impatience, but it's important that you learn to understand what those emotions are. That's the first thing. What emotion am I feeling right now? Am I feeling sadness? The second is, how do I deal with that emotion? If you're feeling sad, sometimes it's okay to sit on your own and have a cry or write down what you're feeling sad about. But then you can think of all the things that you have to be thankful for. Like Dazzle D reminded Allie that she had family and friends that loved her and that were there for her no matter what. And that's something else you can remind yourself of. So I hope that you guys learned a little bit today. I hope that you're understanding, because right now is a time when we're living when we might feel a lot of different emotions. You might feel worry. You might feel sadness that you're missing your friends. Some of you might be happy to be home. You might be happy to be spending more time at home with your family. Some of you may be really missing school. You may be missing your teachers or your classmates. And that's okay too. Some of you may be feeling thankful that you're able to stay home and not be out to get sick. That could be another one. So there are lots of things that we're feeling right now. So I hope that you guys learned, like I said, learned a little bit about how to channel those emotions and a little bit with how to cope for them. I hope that you might look for these books. I've gotten permission from the author, Mr. Steve Herman, to read more of them, so be looking for those in the future. I love all of you guys. Don't forget your breathing exercises, your mindful breathing. Breathe in like you're smelling a flower. And then out through your mouth like you're blowing out a birthday candle, for those moments whenever your emotions get the better of you and you might feel like you're going to react in a way that's not okay. It's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to hurt others, whether it's hurting their feelings and making them feel bad or making them feel sad, because you're capable of doing that. So if we're mindful breathing, then maybe we're helping ourselves refrain from reacting that way. So I just want you guys all to know that we love you. We miss you. I hope that you're enjoying the beautiful weather we've been having. It's been windy, but it's been sunny, and it's been kind of warm out in the sun. The wind's a little cool, but the sun will warm you up. And getting outside and get some of that fresh air can bring on more of those happy, good feelings. Sunlight's a wonderful way to bring up a mood. I love you. I miss you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.